He was one of the greatest writers of his generation. His body of work, which included over 30 bestsellers, was one of legendary status. He had lived a good life and had accomplished amazing things, but as the famed author was fighting a hopeless battle against hepatocirrhosis, he still had one major life's regret. He wished to see his wife and sons one last time. As the author's final days drew near, people overheard him murmuring repeatedly the names of his loved ones. He really wanted to share his final moments with his family. His wish was not granted, however. The man passed away in solitude at the young age of 48. The news of the author's death, though expected, brought extreme sadness to his legions of fans. The street of his birthplace came to an instant standstill. Images of people choking in tears and disbelief sent shockwaves around the world. His funeral was flooded with fans and admirers. Curiously, none of his relatives showed up for the procession. His wife and sons did not even bother to comment on his death. The author's life was one of devoted friendships, excessive drinking, and beautiful women. The man was everyone's friend. If there were an award for the world's greatest friend, he would have won it hands down. He chose his friends selectively, but once he established friendship with someone, he became very devoted to that person. There were numerous instances of the author helping his friends out with large sums of his own money. He once even mortgaged his house and used the money to assist a troubled friend. The excessive charity left the author living in debt for the latter half of his life. He sometimes had to produce one novel a month just to pay his bills. Fortunately, his friends were equally devoted to him. Many of his later novels were actually written by his friends under his pen name. The famous author met his wife in a chance encounter. He was completely smitten by her. She bore a striking resemblance to the main female character in one of his novels. Upon meeting her, he knew he had found the love of his life. The early part of their marriage was a happy one. However, the romantic writer needed inspirations for the female characters of his novels. He would find them in countless beautiful women who found it extremely difficult to reject such a handsome and talented man. It wasn't long before his wife had had enough and left him for good. She brought with her their 2 children. As much as she was troubled by his unfaithfulness, she was even more troubled by his excessive devotion to his friends. The author's wife despised her husband's indifference toward the well-being of his loved ones. He often abandoned his wife and sons to be with his buddies. Even when the family was facing tough times financially, he did not hesitate in spending his hard-earned cash on his friends. The man's mistresses shared a similar sentiment. They both loved and hated him with the same fervor. One by one, his loved ones left him. They never returned to him, and he died in loneliness.